What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome back to episode 57 of the LARNE project here in Football Manager 2019. Hopefully you guys are good. And well, yes, today we are back. It is the 5th of January, and of course, it is going to be Europa League crunch time here. In Group A, we sit top of the pile. But the whole group is still very much in the balance. It's going to be one of those days where I feel like, unless we're winning, we're going to be staring and praying at the the latest scores as they come in and hoping that we've done enough. But yes, this group's been incredibly close, and it goes down to the wire. Of course, if you missed last episode, do go check it out. There was a record-breaking result in one of the games since that 9-1 win against Addons over the last basically 2 months almost. We've played a lot of games. I'm not going to go through these all, but just to go through the ones of note. So in the Iron Brew Cup, we are through to the semi-final, where we're going to be taking on Hibernian's reserves. Elsewhere, a bit of a disappointing result in the Northern Irish Football League Cup semi-final. We actually lost to Ballymena. You can see here, it finished 1-0 to Ballymena. They were the better side for spells in this game. They did get the goal through Mispa, who was also sent off, but did get man of the match despite the fact he was sent off. It was a tidy goal by him. He is actually one of our former players, and I appreciate some of you are going to be like, I've never heard of this guy, I don't remember him. You'd be completely right to feel like that. We signed him on a free a number of years ago, was never ever in first team contention, had a few loan spells at Glentoran, went to Ballymena on a free recently, and well, he came back to haunt us in that result there. Elsewhere, you can see in the league some very, very good results. Lots of convincing and, well, good results. Against Glenavon, we won 3-1 as well. This game, a delightful result. All 3 goals for us coming in the first half. Just a very cool, calm and collected result, I guess. Glendining opened up the goal scoring with a long-range effort. Then it was Musa Sissoko and Kenny Dixon before half-time with 2 goals, which saw us get a pretty important win. Glenavon have been a team really closing us down at the top of the table. They've constantly been nipping at our heels up until December. This result, followed by a few other results in and around it, has really seen them fall off the pace, and we do now sit reasonably comfortable if we just look at the Premier table. At the top of the pile, we are 15 points clear after 25 games. In fact, if we just look at Glenavon's recent form, you can see here, in that December month, which featured that defeat to us, they only won 2 of 6 games. So that was pretty good as far as we were concerned. Anyway, one more result I do want to talk about real quick. It was a great little win against Crusaders. It followed a game against Cliftonville against Crusaders. 2-0 this one finished. Kenny Dixon and Lil with 2 remarkably similar goals. Kind of deflected shots that kind of ping-ponged off the defence and ended up in the back of the net in our favour. But yes, very, very good performances there. Delighted with that. And well, now we shift our focus to the Europa League. Before we do go into this game quickly, because I know some people are going to want to know about it, I've not actually checked it myself, but we had the World Cup going on in Qatar. The winners were Italy. They beat Holland in the semi-final. If we look at the third place playoff, Serbia beat Switzerland. I mean, that would have been an unlikely final if they could have won in their respective semi-finals. Jamaica actually went out to Switzerland. They did pretty well. I mean, where is England in all of this? They lost 2-1 to France. You can see here, Wales lost to Switzerland. Not too many massive shocks here. Mali, I guess, did pretty well, and they knocked out Spain. There's probably some results I missed here. Marega for Mali, top goal scorer in the competition. Fair play. In terms of, well, you can see here, average ratings, Fernandez for Manchester City was the standout player of the tournament. Anyway, that's the World Cup. I don't really know why I've shown that. I guess given how bigger an impact it's had on our season, it's worth talking about. Now, let's shift our focus. Let's shift our attention. We have a game to win, and hopefully win it comfortably. Ajax v Luzern, of course, the other game. If that finishes as a draw, it doesn't matter what we do today. We will go through. A draw today is also good enough. In terms of general team news, to be honest, we're in a reasonably good position. A few injuries to Robinson and also Morrison, but they're more backup players. Pestridge coming back from an injury, but is able to play on the bench. The rest of the team kind of picks itself, though. It's very much a team that we've settled into now. I think I am going to stick with O'Connor ahead of Lil. I say that. O'Connor's been pretty poor. Well, he's not been poor lately, but he's not had these super standout performances. How's Lil's form been of late? I feel like he's done okay. Yeah, goal and assist in his last game. You know what, Lil? I'm going to give you the nod. Please don't let me down here. You're going to play out on the left-hand side as that inside forward for us. We're at home against Lokomotiv Moscow. We beat them last time we met them. Hopefully, we can get another convincing result against them here today. That has got to be the aim. You can see their team. It's a pretty good team, to be honest. It's not going to be an easy match by any means. But with the home advantage, I'm hoping that we can muster up the draw that we need. I told the players I expect us to win. They did not like that one little bit. Can we try and save any of this team talk at all? A little bit of it. That will do me. Right, let's get into this. We're at Windsor Park. It's a big game. As I said, this is one of those games where I feel like we might just want the league table. We might just want to keep an eye on Group A and exactly what happens here. It can go in the bottom right, I think. We only care about our own group. Early set piece for them is a tiny bit concerning. Thankfully, Jared Thompson to the rescue with that catch. So yes, a draw here would be good enough, the way things work out. But we want to win it on the night. And Musa Sissoko, a golden opportunity with that header. Missing the target. Early on here, though, a minute gone, both teams have had a highlight. Maybe a sign of things to come in this game. It's already started off lively. Shame that we haven't had the early opening goal that everyone would have craved. You can see, well, stat-wise, we are edging possession just. Lokomotiv Moscow, though, just having way more efforts on goal, a lot more shots, and, well, we're yet to hit the target after 20 minutes, which is a tiny bit concerning. However, as this opening 20 minutes has progressed, we have had more and more of the ball, which is, well, good to see. I've also not seen the latest scores get updated in the top left, so Ajax and Luzern, I have to assume, a drawing. Last time those two teams met, if I'm not mistaken, Luzern got the win, so a draw, not an improbable result necessarily. Anyway, ball switched over here really nicely to Dixon down this right-hand side, whips in right there. It was a delicate near-post header, actually I think hit the woodwork and went out. A really, really good effort for us there. Unfortunately, the frame of the goal to the rescue for Lokomotiv Moscow. A tiny bit concerning, perhaps, the fact we've had one shot on target between the two teams after 35 minutes. But I feel like, despite that, we've probably had the better of the play, at least in terms of possession. We've also had more highlights shown of us doing stuff. Now, that doesn't really mean a great deal because we've had the same amount of half chances, which is nil point, and they've had more clear-cut chances. But at least we're going toe-to-toe with them, which is the bare minimum I expect from us today. We dropped down to second, so I can only assume that Ajax have scored, and indeed they have. That does mean with that result here, we cannot afford to lose. I'm going to tell the players I'm not happy. In terms of average ratings, is there anyone massively underperforming? Justin Wright, not at the best game up top on his own as of yet, but I'm going to keep the faith in our top goal scorer. We're going to keep on believing. Hopefully he can find his feet and find his groove here as we play on in this. Anyway, 55 minutes gone. Lokomotiv Moscow 0, LARNE 0. Do I start making changes on the hour mark? I mean, I probably should, really. I'm going to bring in Paulie O'Connor for right. He's been disappointing. Lille has not been particularly great either. We'll take him on and bring in Stevie Pestridge inside forward on the left. Going to change it with a double change in the final third. They've got a set piece here. Can we deal with it? Koyate, back post to Barinov. Lokomotiv Moscow take the lead in this game. And with that, we're down to third. We would be going out as things stand here now. And with that, we're going to switch to our slightly more offensively minded system. The pressing system. Try and maybe have possession a little higher up the pitch. Not so keen now to dominate it. We need to react. We need to act. I mean, Luzern, if you could get a goal for us against Ajax to make that game a draw, you would be doing us a massive favour here. 75 minutes gone. We have not created anywhere near enough opportunities here. We're already playing very, very attackingly, so it's a little bit difficult to make drastic changes. I'm going to take off Glenn Dining. I know the fan club's not going to appreciate it, but I need a player like Bannon with slightly better finishing, I think, in the final third. Maybe he can be a difference maker with an hour left of this game. Going very attacking. I mean, let's just maybe make some changes here. We're already playing slightly more direct. Let's not work out from the back. We need to hit early crosses. I mean, in general, we've just got to be more aggressive with our play, which we're kind of already doing, to be fair. Yeah, we need to press hard. I'm not so bothered about us playing it short from the back now. Time trickling away. A chance here, though. 85th minute. I mean, I should check the Ajax-Luzern game, really, while this highlight plays on. If they score again, we are in deep trouble. Pressing high up the pitch, though. Maybe we can force an error out of them. I'm looking for the other game here. Luzern are losing 1-0. They're down a man as well, though. So really, it's looking like we have our own fate to, well, sort out here if we can. Dixon, Cyborg making a run on our head. Dixon dinks it in. O'Connor's there! And O'Connor finds the back of the net right quickly. I'm tempted to go back to the possession-based system now and just seize control of the ball. I don't want us to chase the play quite so much if we could avoid it. But it's a crucial goal that sees us move up to second. Dixon threads through the ball here really nicely. And O'Connor on off the bench, a player who I have criticised in recent years for his goal-scoring prowess, gets his 12th of the season, finds the back of the net. Now let us settle. Show some passion, boys. 4 minutes to hold on. A draw is good enough. A draw is good enough. It's going to be good enough. Time has trickled away. Luzern have picked up an equaliser, so it looks like we're going to finish top of the group as well. So actually, that goal that we scored wouldn't have mattered given the other result. It does, however, mean a great deal to Ajax, if I'm not mistaken, because of that goal for us, well, they make it out of the group. I think they would have been behind Lokomotiv Moscow. Indeed, they would have been. But yes, we go out as a first seed through. I mean, we have turned that around in the last 5 minutes. I am a very, very relieved man. And if I'm not mistaken, the Europa League first knockout round during this Qatari year is just a single leg. There is no 2 legs for the first knockout round. So next episode, it all comes down to a single fixture, a do-or-die moment. And with us getting first seed, I might be wrong on this, but I think we're more likely to be drawn at home. So we have that to look forward to. Do we know when that draw's going to be? We don't. Let's continue forward just once or twice and see if it happens. I feel like it should have appeared at the bottom if it was going to happen anytime soon. In fact, it's going to happen today. So, I mean, there isn't really a Europa League theme tune like there is a Champions League theme tune. But if there was one, imagine it playing right now. Let's see who we end up with. This is a single-legged game, as I said. We're going to let the automatic draw happen. The suspense is going to build here. I mean, we don't want Arsenal. Ajax v Arsenal. I mean, bullet dodged, folks. That could have been us. I'm not actually sure if there's seeding in this group, in this knockout stage. I thought there was, but perhaps there isn't. We don't want United. Okay, we've dodged a bullet there. There's some big names in this competition still. I'm hoping for a team like Ludogorets, I'd quite like. We're at home. Galatasaray. Ooh. Did we play Galatasaray last year? Or was it the year before? I remember playing a Turkish team. I'm trying to remember now if it was Galatasaray or not. Who was it? Was it Galatasaray? It was Fenerbahce, of course it was. I mean, it could have been easier, but we're at home. But it is Galatasaray, and they are quite good. You can see here in their Europa League stage, they actually lost to Sevilla twice and drew against Sassuolo. So they're not unbeatable by any means. They did beat Barn 7-1, but they also drew against them. And it is, as I said, a one-legged game against them, which will be coming your way next time. I am nervous for this game. Hopefully we can pull something out the bag, and hopefully I'm going to see you guys for it. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please do drop a like on it, guys. Drama down to the last, but a crucial win we have secured. Hopefully now we can kick on. I'm not sure. I was about to say, I'm not sure why all our fixtures are shown. I'm on the wrong year. But yes, hopefully now we can settle in. That Galatasaray game looks like there's going to be a little bit of space around it to collect ourselves. And maybe we can get a result on the night. The one-legged format at home, I think, does play into our favour quite a bit. Anyway, that is all from me today. I will see you guys soon. It is me, Jack, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.